Frederick Douglass was fully committed to creating the highest version of himself. So he could not and would not accept and tolerate the crimes and abuse of slavery. At just 16 years old, he told his abuser, aka master, that if he tried beating him again, that one of them were going to the boneyard. So his abuser sold him. Later, he created a plan to escape this human hell on earth so he could create the highest version of himself. Without even owning a pair of shoes, he walked right out of slavery into freedom. At a time when learning almost anything was against the law from people from his man-made race, he would become a highly educated man. Even though around every corner he faced highly ignorant and abusive laws and people, he would crush through them and create the highest version of himself. He would thrive and rise above insurmountable obstacles. This man truly had an unbreakable self-concept. Regardless of how other people viewed or treated him, he became a best-selling author. He traveled the world on the lecture circuit, counseling presidents and world leaders across the globe. He refused to believe in the man-made construct of race. He would not be forced to be less than what he genetically was. If he could do all of this, facing the four toxins that make the four toxins of today look like a walk in the park, just imagine what you can do in today's world. Frederick Douglass, his mind and spirit was not imprisoned by the false man-made construct of race. After his lovely and remarkable first wife died, he remarried a highly educated, wealthy woman from the white man-made race, at a time when this kind of marriage was literally unthinkable. And they lived happily together on his ranch until his death at 77. Now, if this doesn't show that what Steve Jobs said is very true, I don't know what will. That once you realize that no one on earth is any better and more capable than you, you become powerful and everything changes. Frederick Douglass and Steve Jobs were men who knew you don't ask for permission to be who you genetically are. You accept your human power and align your self-concept with it and use it to create whatever kind of life you desire. Both these men were genetically identical. What one human being can do, all human beings can do. To unlock our full power and potential, we have to wake up to it. Most human beings are asleep and very comfortable in their man-made race identity and man-made race bed, and they don't want to wake up and get out of the illusion and matrix of race. This reminds me of a very interesting story. There was this older man who had a very difficult time waking up his son each day to go to school. He had to walk up a huge flight of stairs each morning to get his son up to go to school. And every morning he would walk up these huge flights of stairs and knock on his son's door. Junior, it's time to get up and go to school. And he would go back downstairs to check on breakfast. And sure enough, Junior still wasn't up. And once again, he'd walk up this huge flight of stairs again and knock on his son's door. Junior, it's time to get up and go to school. Wake up, son, and go to school. And his son would say, "No, Papa, I'm not going to school this morning. I don't want to go. The kids are mean to me. The teachers don't like me. The kids write nasty things on the walls about me. Nobody wants me there, and it's boring, boring, boring. I'm not going, Papa." And his father said, "Son, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you need to go to school. Reason number 1 is that it is your responsibility to be in that building each day. You have a duty to be at school. Reason number 2 is that you're 45 years old. Reason number 3, you're the principal. Now get up and go to school. You see, it's very difficult to wake up and get out of bed and face the realities of the world. We wake up and take back our power by realizing that in a room somewhere, for the past 700 years of human history, with nobody watching them, a group of men who had no more of a right or understanding about the genetic reality of the human family than you or anyone else, sat around a table and divided the human family into sub-races of people, and then gave everyone their assigned man-made race. There is a major part of you that has been created without your permission.